know, charge shot does get reflected. Same thing with the missiles. But I think that Goldhat's going to want to use the remote bombs at ledge to be able to keep Palutena from really recovering mostly compared to what Falcon can do.
I do think Palutena messes up both of Goldhat's characters pretty bad. I think the advantage is just so much more consistent than Captain Falcon's, and all the disjoints make it really hard for Captain Falcon to find any type of opening. And the back air and the reflector can be so effective against Samus. So Arkdee immediately showing us a little bit of that. The active hitboxes, winning out these neutral interactions, and the reflector to kind of make the edge pressure a little bit less potent, as Arkdee is off to a very strong start right away.
Yeah, I think that, you know, Palutena with the Nair going out will probably give Captain Falcon. So I think that the grapple beam is going to be how Goldhat typically gets back to stage, not finding it on that stock right there. But Arkdee's sitting at 30% right now and moving forward, starting up the Nair train, turning around beautifully. 53% off 4 Nairs.
Arkdee, as consistent as anybody, is reversing that Nair and extending advantage even further. Able to lap Goldhat in percentage right away.
I mean, he's just going in right now, trying to use the teleport to get back to mid-stage right here, as he's trying to find another stock here. Up air juggle's going to be kind of the play, and looking for more.
The explosive flame is doing a good job kind of catching Goldhat's floaty disadvantage, making him feel not too safe, as that approaching Nair is able to catch the end of Goldhat's shield. Arkdee looking really solid with this edge pressure. Backers are threatening, but a great grab there for Goldhat to kind of reverse the situation a little bit.
I like the usage of the remote bombs at ledge to force Arkdee to pick an option, and covering with that forward air. Look at that up tilt, covering perfectly. I mean, Goldhat, when he does get that ledge pressure, it's so hard for you to get out of it just because Samus has so many options.
Right.
So being able to find that kill is huge for him, but it doesn't matter when Arkdee finds the down throw back air and gets that kill.
Yeah, Arkdee was visibly appalled by the fact that up tilt earlier killed, but he's able to compose himself and immediately find a stock right away. And when you play against Palutena, you start the game at 50%. Eventually you're going to get hit by an air, and you're going to take a whole lot of damage and find yourself in disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you just kind of have to take it. It's the same thing with like Smash 4, like Mario down throw, up tilt. It's like, all right, I start stocks at 60%. Right. Like, I just have to run with this.
And that's kind of just how it goes. As Goldhat with another miscue off stage, 2 of those back-to-back to lose game 1.
I think he thought he had a double jump, but I didn't see where he lost it, so that was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't blame him for thinking he had one either.
Huh?
I don't blame him for thinking he had a double jump, you know?
No, I agree, but going back to PS2, we'll see if the Samus comes out again, or if Goldhat wants to try the Falcon just to see how it works, and then decide in Game 3 what he wants to do. It looks like Falcon will be coming out. So we'll probably see Game 3 if Falcon or Samus was the better of the 2 options, and we'll see that be the stage pick, or the character pick.
I also like this from Goldhat from the perspective of, I'm sure he doesn't know this, but Arkdee has quite a bit less Captain Falcon experience than Samus, you know what I mean? We have a few Samuses in Michigan where he hails from, and not really a super prevalent Captain Falcon. So we'll see if Goldhat can kind of just get him on the unfamiliarity buff, you know what I mean?
Meanwhile, Chicago known for Captain Falcons, so I mean, we have Sir Dank, we have Arkdee, and also Goldhat, like, who's been around our region a little bit. So a lot of Captain Falcon knowledge going through the Chicago region, so definitely used to that. And I don't know about Palutena. We did have a Palutena era for a little bit. That was early in Alt lifespan.
Landing up air from Arkdee was able to immediately find another up air right afterwards to take that stock. Out of disadvantage, Arkdee was very lucky to avoid a down air earlier on, but ever since then he's found a lot of consistency out of disadvantage and was able to surge forward with 40% yet again.
Yeah, a lot of percent. Like you said, the Nair is coming out and just making your stock start at 50% basically. I mean, ooh, there's that Nair off the side of the stage, like, not quite clipping the correct way, but that's the thing that Goldhat has to watch out for now that he doesn't have Samus' grapple hook to recover. Like, one Nair and I'm cooked.
With Arkdee and Arkdee on stream back-to-back, fans of good movement are eating right now. You have a lot of good content to watch right now.
I love neutral.
Yes, the neutral fans are absolutely having a field day right now. Nice back here to clank with that Falcon kick. Not quite going to do exactly what Arkdee wanted it to. Didn't fully beat it out, but the back throw is going to put Goldhat in an equally rough position. Now forced to try and find your way back. The Nair is going to get it done. Arkdee's coverage just too solid.
Yeah, great call out there from Arkdee, just waiting with the Nair, knowing that it was going to kill with that rage instead of trying to go for the immediate up air. Very smart from him, and just really taking this game slowly, just knowing like, okay, this is where I close it out.
That was a good disadvantage bet from Goldhat to avoid the 50% extension, DI'd to a platform and was able to tech it. That's not easy to do. So Goldhat with some very aware disadvantage and immediately dives under the auto reticle and finds a back air. Solid stuff from Goldhat to kind of match the damage output here for just a moment.
I think that awareness, like if you hone in on that further when you're playing this game and practicing, like that's going to be something scary to pull out later too, like against other opponents. So we could see that develop more for Goldhat later on in the set, or even in the tournament rather. But now he's got that advantage state on ledge. Never mind, Arkdee will be escaping just a little bit, making sure to play it safe and not let Goldhat get into the last stock.
Back her off that platform, trying to put on more damage. And yeah, getting to the last stock could always be a risky spot for Arkdee. You never know what Captain Falcon can do, but Arkdee just looking too consistent, not going to let anything happen. And we were talking about, okay, he played one game with the Samus, one game with the Captain Falcon. We'll be able to kind of see which one does better and go into game 3. But they both kind of put up the exact same level of a performance. So it's kind of a spot where like you don't really know which one to rock with because they both did pretty similarly. But it looks like Goldhat has a little more trust in his Captain Falcon.
Yeah, definitely the Captain Falcon looked better to play compared to the Samus. And going back to PS2 once again, I mean, it is the old reliable for a lot of this game. You see a lot of games that just only play on PS2. It's consistent, and I think that Goldhat is able to take advantage of that consistency from PS2, especially with that potentially early kill. But, I mean, Arkdee does escape from it. I don't think he's going to be falling victim to the PS2 pineapple just yet.
Yeah, and we're seeing Arkdee get a little bit more confident. I think it's the first time we've seen him go for a real aggressive option off stage. But whatever adaptation Goldhat felt like he had, it looks like it's working out right now. Off to a solid lead right now.
I mean, that lead only means so much if you're able to find the kill first. Just waiting at ledge, doing a gentleman, not quite killing off the side of the stage, but just a little bit more, can find a kill here. But Arkdee really trying to fight back, playing cautious and playing safe, using the back air once again to find these hits off stage and kills.
Both of these characters make the question, how do you get back to center stage, very difficult to answer. As right now, Goldhat is the one that's kind of coming out on top of that battle. Where we saw in the first 2 games, Arkdee was really the one just kind of standing under that PS2 platform and putting on all the pressure. Still doing some of that right now, but Goldhat so far has been coming out on top of that more often than not, and that is the big thing that has shifted his momentum in favor.
Just being aware of like, how do I get back to neutral, and how do I, you know, make sure that you don't get back to neutral.
Exactly. And that was what I was going to call attention to, is that edge pressure sequence he had on the left side earlier was very impressive. Tacked up a lot of damage and really gave him this lead, as it's going to be a down throw. Goldhat, very smart to DI away from that, but still is going to lose that stock.
Yeah, kind of fell out of that key range of percent. Ooh! Yeah, but he fell out of that key range of percent where like that down throw back air does kill, but another back air, might as well throw it out. Palutena's love throwing out short hop back air. Just get these kills. I mean, look at that. 2 in a row and a down air. Good night with the foot.
Really solid there from Arkdee, just catching out a couple of options. Even though Goldhat was able to DI down and tech out of the Nair string, Arkdee was still able to immediately find a punish. And now you're off stage again. The forward air comes through. Auto reticle misguided, but Arkdee's still an advantage. Back air, 2 projectiles in a row. You got to watch out, Goldhat. Arkdee's dancing on you.
Yeah, the explosive flame and the auto reticle chasing better than homing attack on Sonic. Another down air to close out the set. I mean, that last stock, that last string, Arkdee got the nairs and then had that combo of, I think it was like back air into explosive flame into auto reticle, just kind of shutting down a lot of percent that Goldhat had for that last stock.
Yeah, Arkdee, stoic as ever, was able to just push through it. And it was one of those things where Arkdee got that big momentum shift on the second stock, and you could tell that Goldhat was a little bit desperate to reverse that going into the third stock. So we saw immediately a very aggressive option out of disadvantage. He tried to jump out of the corner. Arkdee was all over it, and he lost the stock for it.
He's like, you've fallen right in my trap.
Yes.
Because like,
exactly what
you want to get desperate because you're like, if I lose the set,